From News 19, I'm meteorologist Daniel Bonds. We are tracking the tropics. In particular, we're tracking Hurricane Milton. For us here across South Carolina and the Midlands, Milton's going to stay well south of the Carolinas. The clouds will increase tomorrow, and then it's going to be breezy on Thursday. We can't totally rule out a little bit of rain along the coastal region of South Carolina on Thursday. But the biggest thing for us here across the Midlands, cloudy skies tomorrow and breezy conditions on Wednesday. Here's the latest forecast from the National Hurricane Center. This is the wind radii forecast by Wednesday afternoon, at least early Wednesday afternoon. Parts of Florida already getting some of those tropical storm force winds as that system continues to cut across the Florida peninsula. This would be late Wednesday or early Thursday morning, and then it does start to move out to sea pretty far away from us in South Carolina. Officially from the National Hurricane Center, very, very small chance for tropical storm force winds along the coastal region, in particular the low country of South Carolina, and that's where the tropical storm watch is in effect. But I don't think we'll have much in the way of any kind of issues. 8 a.m. advisory, winds of 145 miles per hour, gust up to 190, so it has weakened just a touch, but still a powerful storm. And the forecast is for it to gain some strength, become a Category 5 again later today as it continues to move towards a Florida landfall. So it's going to be making landfall somewhere along the Gulf Coast side of the Florida peninsula. Looks like late Wednesday or early parts of Thursday. If you have family or friends down that way, they've been ordered to, or at least asked to evacuate, probably want to evacuate because this is going to be a very dangerous system. Spaghetti model's in pretty good agreement, so not expecting much in the way of any kind of wholesale changes in the forecast. It'll continue to get stronger as it does move closer to landfall. Expected to be a major hurricane as it does make landfall, it looks like, late tomorrow or early Thursday. We do have storm surge warnings in effect for a large part of the Florida coast. Also have a storm surge watch for the low country, extreme low country of South Carolina. Hurricane warnings and watches in effect for parts of Florida. For us in South Carolina, tropical storm watch for the low country. But again, we would not expect necessarily strong winds from this particular storm, but there is that watch in effect. Here's how our forecast model sees things along with the forecast from the National Hurricane Center. Our forecast is right in line with the National Hurricane Center's forecast. As you kind of look towards the Carolinas, in particular South Carolina, those clouds will start to increase tomorrow. So mostly cloudy skies as that system does make landfall late Wednesday or early Thursday. Could squeeze out a stray shower along the coastal region of South Carolina. As the system moves away from us, our weather will improve, especially by Friday. Winds will pick up a little bit. Thursday, we'll say 15 to 25 miles per hour. We'll have some gusts, possibly even stronger. But there's a big difference between Helene and Milton. Here's Milton's forecasted path. This was Helene's track, so can't really compare the two because they're totally different. We did get some estimated peak wind gusts across the Midlands for Helene. Basically we'll say a long and just east of I-26 or so, 70 mile per hour wind gusts in this area. That would be the peak wind gusts, the yellow area. And then the farther west you go, orange area, 80 miles per hour plus. And then that red area, 90 miles per hour plus. And even over towards the extreme western part of Aiken County, gusts of 100 plus. Again, estimated wind gusts from the National Weather Service out of Columbia. Small chance for this to develop. This is way over in the eastern part of the Atlantic and a little bit closer to home. Small chance for this to develop as well. But the major story this week is Milton. Leslie, out in the middle of the Atlantic, not an issue either, but something we'll at least continue to monitor. But this is going to stay away from the continental United States. The records are safe for today, 93.37 and over 3 inches of rain back in 2016. A little bit of a closer look at our forecast. Mainly sunny skies today, so no problems whatsoever. As that cooler, drier air does filter in, you may notice a difference, especially in the northern part of the Midlands. Those clouds start to build in tomorrow, so mostly cloudy skies. As we go into Wednesday, that's when those Clouds will start to decrease, especially by Wednesday night. In the early parts of Thursday, those clouds do start to move out. Can't totally rule out a very small chance for rain along the coastal region of South Carolina on Thursday. European model kind of shows that same idea. GFS, or the American model, kind of shows that same thing as well. As far as temperatures were concerned yesterday, it was pretty warm out there. We did manage to make it all the way to 89 degrees in the capital city. No rain, obviously, because it was dry. And this is what we're expecting for today. Highs in the mid to upper 70s, low 80s, a little bit of a breeze out of the northeast at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. And over the next 7 days, mid 70s to low 70s by Friday. Morning lows in the mid to upper 40s Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. The air will be pretty dry over the weekend. We're talking about temperatures in the upper 70s, low 80s by Monday. If you're heading to the beach over the next few days, rip currents will be an issue. High potential for dangerous and life-threatening rip currents for a large part of our coastal region. Myrtle Beach forecast looking great over the weekend. Highs in the mid to upper 70s. Cloudy skies on Thursday as Milton kind of moves on through. Can't rule out a shower or two in the low country Thursday. That would be for Charleston. Weekend's looking great. Great weather for Greenville as well, with temperatures in the upper 70s, low 80s over the weekend. Cooler than normal conditions for a part of South Carolina and North Carolina. Warmer than normal conditions out towards our west. But once again, the big story for us is Milton. It stays away from the Carolinas. Clouds will increase tomorrow. We'll have some breezy conditions on Thursday, but we'll continue to track that storm and have much more online and on air as needed.